Yes, guys, welcome to the Killer Chess podcast. This is a very good one. Please kindly like and subscribe to the channel. Early kick off, early kick off. So hopefully win this one. I hate early kickoffs, but again, nothing can do. Let's hope we win this one. Let's hope we win this one. Let's hope so. So as you can see, the lineup is already out there. So we have Robert Sanchez in goal, Marco Corella, Manu Gusto, Josh Achimpong, Trevor Chalaba. We also have Chris James in midfield, Lavia, Andre Santos, Ganacho, Pedro Neto, and Joao Pedro. Hopefully, they will be able to do the job. So let's see what will happen, guys. So give me a stop prediction meanwhile you're watching because the game's about to start in the next 4 minutes. So give me a stop prediction. Let me know who do you think will win. And also remember it's a final game for Ange. And you know Chelsea every time when they play this kind of games, we become charity FC. So hopefully today won't be a charity FC. I hate it every time. Look at the Manchester United game also. We did the same thing. So hopefully, tonight, today, I mean, we won't do the same thing. So let's see now. Let's see. So the game's about starting in the next 3 minutes. I'm being waiting for your score prediction in the comment section. Also, after about William didn't start today, I know most of you are not happy about it. But again, nothing the coach can do. The kid has been traveling, also the kid has flu, so you should manage him as much as you want him to start. But again, the bench looks much better. We have Esteban, Hutchins, Facundo Vananota, we have Matt Gary. So it is the, the bench is much better. And also, uh, Caicedo is on the bench. For the first time, Caicedo on the bench after a while. Big up to IB, big up, bro. Big up IB. The game about to start. So give us your score prediction. Give us your score prediction. My score prediction is 2-1 Chelsea. I know yesterday I said 3-1, but again, after watching the lineup, I have to change my mind. And IBC is 1-0. I don't think maybe 1-0, but again, hopefully I'm wrong. Remember, it's like a final for Nottingham Forest. So it's going to be a tough picture for us. 1-0 for IB. Wow. Okay, but let's see. Let's see. Let's see, guys. I just want us to win. And Andre Santos, today you need to give your revenge. Remember what Forest did to you. You almost ruined your career. You went there on loan and they didn't play you. So hopefully. But at the same time, Forest have one of my favorite player, Ibrahim Sangar. I really like this player, but again, it's not a Chelsea player. So hopefully he do very bad today. So up the Charles, the game is about to start. Let me do this. It says our tag is in as potent. If we had 11 Jackson, then I would say 4-0. Yeah, I agree with you, bro. Without a striker, it will be impossible. But again, let's see what will happen. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Have the chance, guys. Remember, first goal is very important. We need to score the first goal, and I hope we do that. And we don't bottle, we don't mess it up. Come on. Nah, Trevor Chalaba. Trevor Chalaba, nah, come on, bro. What is that? You want to cost us again? Nah, man. Lily Cavallaro is just standing there. He's not vocally, just watching. He needs to push these guys. Come on. We can't play like this against Forest. So we should start standing there and doing nothing. Come on, Lily. Pick up Dante.
Hey, big up Tobago. How are
Ah, man. Yeah,
you?
I'm good, thanks. But anyway, this performance is, man, it's boring.
Yeah. I thought it would be. I thought the first half will be slow. That midfield with Santos, he's got a big shoes to fill, and it started a little bit at the end of the first half there, but yeah, it's been they had a few chances, but we've given them those chances. So other than that, it's been pretty tight game. Not much happening for the midfielders. There's a lot of midfielders in there as well. So they've got three midfielders in there basically, another one inverting, and then we've got our two
Yeah.
three there, another one inverting as well. So it's a midfield battle, but yeah, we just haven't won that midfield battle going forward more than anything. So yeah, a bit slow, but I expected a slow start. I expected us, especially early kickoff. I hate the early kickoffs. I keep saying those early kickoffs. The young players hate that. And yeah, got into it a bit the last 10, 15 minutes. And I think we'll be much better in the second half. And I think hopefully we can take a bit of control in the second half.
Yeah, man, Garnacho is not doing anything. He's just losing the ball. Even when the person is alone, he just lose the ball. I was like, what is this, man? And also, Pedro Chalaba is just giving away position in a dangerous area twice. And if Forest were clinical or on form, they could have punished us twice there. So I think we should avoid those kind of mistakes, and hopefully we can see a change. Maybe Maluk Gusto or one of the major fielder should go out and we bring another attacker because we are not creating enough. And then the more we play like this, we are giving Nottingham Forest a chance. So hopefully we make some changes in the halftime.
Yeah, look, Maresca will he'll be down in the dressing room, so he would have had a good view of it as well. So he'll see. He'll probably make a change here and there, adjustment 100%. Yeah, Ganacho, one or two did okay, but he's really not getting the best balls either. All the balls are going in the air to him. I mean, he's not that type of player you can play in the air to him. They've got a pretty big right back as well, so you can't play balls to him in the air. That's never going to work. The ones he did, yes, he didn't quite create. He looked a little bit off. So yeah, probably Jamie Giddens probably get a go. He'll probably still stay on for the 10, 15 minutes. And then if he doesn't, then I think Jamie Giddens, because he's got a couple of one-on-ones, and I think Jamie Giddens with his speed and better dribbling, I think he's probably a bit more suited for that role. So we'll wait and see. Like I said, first half is going to start slow. The way we started, some players are playing in, some of the positions. They're not quite used to it. So it is what it is, a slow start, but we always are much better in second halves. We make a couple of adjustments, some changes. We've got some creative changes we can bring off the bench. So it's not the end of the world. It's good we haven't conceded a goal, really, because we could have given them, like you said, Shalaba a couple of loose balls. Lavia lost the ball there as well. Achupong once. So their chances, pretty much, we created their chances for them, to be honest. So yeah, they weren't that threatening otherwise either. So it's good that 0-0 gives us, a lot of hope for the second half. And yeah, like I said, we've got a couple of good chat. We can bring Giddens on, so we can bring some speed, extra speed. Esteval, we can bring on. Hopefully, he's okay to play. A bit more creativity. Even Bonanote in behind in that Andre Santos role can give you that more creativity, a bit more, for us going forward. Yeah, Santos is struggling, and I did say before on Chelsea Perspective, he's the key player today in today's game. He's the key player. It's very, very important position today for him to play in that, because he has to go a bit back, but he has to create, and he has to go forward and create too. So he hasn't done that at all. He was missing for 30 minutes. In the last 10 minutes, a couple of balls there, nearly probably should have scored at least one of them. Maybe that volley should have probably scored right at the end, but at least he got in those positions. So that was good to see. but yeah, not creative enough.
Yeah,
Definitely not.
100%. And also another thing, Dante, right? Because see João Pedro, if we move him as a number 10 and then we bring McGay, I think that will be a better option as well because those two chances that we created for Andre Santos was because of João Pedro.
Yeah, Pedro,
So
yeah, yep,
maybe
yep.
we can consider that as well.
Yeah, exactly. But then you drop him
Attack.
there, but then what's how is it going to work with the forward? Then it's not that easy because yeah, this way he drops back, but they're not following him. Their number 5 Morato was man marking him. He was following every time. Then he got the yellow.
Yeah,
After he got the yellow, he wasn't man marking him anymore, and that's when we had those two chances. So it just depends how the opposition are playing as well, as you see. But he was the most creative player. Like you're right, he created those two chances by dropping back deep, and he realized Morata is not following me anymore because he got the yellow, and he is dropping deep, and he had space because he was getting man marked. When he was dropping deep, he was man marked. He couldn't
mm,
get the ball or nothing. So yeah, that's why the second half is important. That will change. And Maresca would have seen that definitely. That he would have seen a little bit there, and he'll change. He'll
yeah,
tweak it a little bit.
yeah. Big up, Bobby. How are you, bro? What are your thoughts about the first half?
Yeah, big up to Bigo. Yeah, I mean, this is a game, sadly, that lack of strength in depth is showing. We have good players. They're very good, young, developing, and I emphasize that players. But for what we want to achieve, we need more. We need more quality. As I keep saying, till I'm sounding like a broken record. I have not seen the sense in Garnacho. I don't understand all this huffing and puffing and doing nothing. That's not my type of football. I won't even mention his lack of physicality. Neto, to be fair, he's a better winger, but he hasn't done much better. Andros Santos, okay, a bit unlucky. We just lack the quality to completely get a hold of this game at the moment. Yeah, let's see what Enzo does in the second half. I'm not sure what he can do. Esteval's on the bench, yes. I think Gui's on the bench as well, but I think he's kind of saving some energy of these for these players because he's got Ajax. I think that's a Tuesday game. So it's just in a few days. So he's really trying to make sure that they're not overused for this game. But I think he's going to have to bring them on, especially Esteval at some point. Um, yeah, but I haven't been, I don't know, it's been frustrating for me. I haven't been that impressed. We've had a few interesting passages of play, but not enough at the moment.
Yeah, that's what happens, Bobby, when a lot of key players are out, and we're talking key starting players: Enzo Fernandez, Palmer, Caicedo. Yeah, that's gonna really cause a little bit of just the cohesion there, and you saw it. They were a bit more defensive, not really going forward, and yeah, it showed. Like that's why I said earlier, Andre Santos, that role today, that's the most important role because he's got to do a bit of both. And yeah, unfortunately, they didn't really link up. They didn't play that well in that first half. So look, slow start, but yeah, we'll see what happens second half. I'm expecting a little bit better, and we do have, like you said, we've got Esteval, we've got Gittins that can come on. You got Tyreek George, you got Mark Gee. So we've got 4 attacking players there that can come on, and like Tebega was saying, even if you put George up front, you can drop then João Pedro a little bit deep, and he can make runs and create a bit as well. So there is some options there. Bonanote's there as well. Yeah, he's there as well. So another creative player there and 10 as well. So there is attacking options on the bench. But yeah, it's how those attacking options work together. They haven't quite, the symmetry is not there. They're not really linking up very well, and that's because those key players are not there. They're the ones that really create that. Those, especially Enzo Fernandez and Job and Palmer, they're really important in that role. You saw it today. You can see so many people have been wanting Andre Santos to play in that role that they think Enzo Fernandez is not good enough to. You saw the difference. It's not an easy role to play. You got to run a lot up and down, and you got to create as well, and you got to make runs in the boxes. He made one run right at the end of the first half in that box when he had the chance, but yeah, he's not up to that level yet. Very good young player, but not up to that level yet. Hopefully, he improves quickly, but it is developing, like you said. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
100%. That Enzo Fernandez. Yeah, go ahead, Bobby.
yeah, I was just saying that sort of supports the point. We go back to the summer and quality squad depth. I don't know why we are adverse to that. This mentality of, oh, we don't look beyond the first 11. I don't see how that warrants you to be earning six figures as a sporting director. You know your team for the past three seasons has been injury ridden. You've got the what I call the Club World Cup excuse, and still your squad quality is not good enough. That to me, that's just what the problem is. I mean, look, he's bringing on Gittens, Caicedo. Well, he can play, I guess, but Gittens, really? Another one. What's the difference between Garnacho and Gittens? Gui,
He'll be
well,
more effective, I think. He'll be more effective than Garnacho.
another developing player, not good enough. He's
At,
just not good
at,
enough yet.
at triple change, guys. Marjorie,
You have to, and
Caicedo, and
that's what
Gitting.
you want to see. Perfect. Yeah,
That's
perfect.
it.
That's what Maresca, like you said, he reacts, he sees it, he reacted. Garnacho, we were saying, not good. He's making those changes, and that's what he has to do. He sees the game's there for the taking now.
Yeah, Lavia out.
Santos out.
Yeah, I'm glad Lavia's out because you can't risk him. Santos
Yeah, I
out
mean, he's done his 45
and
minutes.
Ganache out.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
guy
perfect.
doesn't play
Good changes,
90
very good
minutes anyway.
changes. Yep.
Yeah, but Forest are trying to counter. Um,
All right, guys.
let's
I'll see
see.
you after the game.
Yeah,
All right.
let's see what is happening.
Yeah, I'll catch you on the
Let's
post
hopefully we
match
get
because
a
there's
get a
always
result.
there's always that time lapse when we're doing the
Yeah,
watch along.
yeah, we'll talk after the game. There.
Okay.
Okay, Bobby. Achimpo! Yes. Come on! Come on, Achimbong! What a cross by Pedro Neto. One is not enough, guys. Come on. Another one. Then we can settle. Let's not get over ourselves. Come on. Yes. 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 Oh, yes. João Pedro, they was so selfish. Three players waiting for a ball and then decided to shoot. Come on. No, that's a poor defending. Williams is alone there. And that is a goal. And then he missed it. Gittings. Nah, man. That's a man. And you're away from him. No, 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 no. We can't do this. We can't give Hasina Joy a chance again. Come on, Rhys James. No, man, we can't do that anymore. Hasina Joy is going to cause us a lot of trouble, and no one is marking the striker. Come on, even McGurry there, he should have scored. Come on, man. Ah, we really need to bottle this one. Ah, come on. We can do better than this defensively. So poor. We're giving them a chance after chance. And when we get our chances now, we are not scoring them. So we need to do better than this. Come on. Now Nottingham Forest just substituted a player for Chris Wood. And we know, man, Chris Wood and Ego Jesus is going to be a lot of trouble. So you better defend better. If I was Enzo Maresca, I would sacrifice another player and play Tosin there, another centre back, because I don't see us winning this one if you're playing like this. You've been rubbish defensively right now. They're all over us, so we should do better than this. If I was Enzo Maresca, I'd put Tosin for another attack. I don't know who, but I'll do that. Captain's goal, Rhys James, 3-0 now. Now it's over. I can relax now. Vamos. Malo Gusto, red card. This guy, man, so stupid. He's on a yellow card and do that. Ah, here we go again, another red card. Aye, whatever, man. Yeah, Ty, it's annoying, bro. It's annoying. Another silly yellow card, two yellow cards equivalent to a red card. Malo Gusto, what was he doing there? Even Astava William, why do you have to kick up the ball there, knowing that you're going to get a yellow? And he did the same thing against Japan when he was playing for Brazil when he came in. So, I don't know. I don't know what they are doing, and they're going to blame Enzo Maresca for that. These players need to do better than this. 3 points for Chelsea. 3 goals, 3 points, and silly yellow cards. These players, man, I don't really understand those yellow cards. Ah, whatever, man. Our players need to learn from that. What a fantastic second half, by the way. But the yellow cards really spoiled the good performance. But overall, we won the game 3 points. I'm so happy about it. I'm so happy about it. But yellow cards, man. Another red card. Anyway, a red card from Malagusto. That means in the Premier League game, next game, don't play a midfielder. I'll be happy. Yeah, and Ty is right. The squad doesn't suit Ange ball, but again, I don't care about Ange. I care about my team. We got Bobby.
Hey, big up Tobago.
Bobby,
Yeah, can you hear me?
how are you? Yeah, I
Yeah,
can hear you loud and clear.
yeah. I mean, we have to be happy.
I,
Um, there were so
I'm not
many.
happy.
The there's so many
You
flaws.
know why? You know why? Before you talk, Bobby, you know why I'm not happy. We are playing very well. Malu Gusto, that tackle. He knows he's on a yellow card, and he makes those kind of tackle, right? And
Mm.
also Estaval. Why did you have to kick the ball knowing that you're going to get a yellow card? And Robert Sanchez, another thing, he has been warned by the ref that I'm going to book you when you waste time, and he's still doing the same thing, and we got a yellow card again. So those yellow cards are very available, but our players seems like they are in a cruise mode and they are avoiding those kind of things, and then it might hurt us in the future when we need them and they are going to be suspended and so on. So that's my uh, red flag for this performance. But in terms of the performance in the second half, I'm happy. But those yellow cards really ruined everything.
Yeah, you're right. That's the immaturity, isn't it? That's the what you get when you have such a young, immature, inexperienced squad. The boys are talented. There's absolutely no doubt about it that they are talented. But there are many flaws in terms of like behavior. I'm looking also at the performance itself. I thought they invited a lot of pressure onto themselves that wasn't particularly necessary, and against a different team could have been costly. But hey, I don't want to take away from a win. A win is a win is a win, as they say. But we need more. We need more squad depth. I said it. What was the difference? You take off Garnacho and bring on Gittins, both of whom just did absolutely nothing, really. Even in the second half that we improved, I just didn't see Gittins. Um, we probably, in that sense, would be better off with Tyreek George. Maybe he's saving him for Tuesday. I don't know, but hey, look, it's a good win. It's an important win. It's better we won convincingly and not concede against a Nottingham Forest that's a little bit on their, on the ropes than otherwise. But in terms of being convinced as to the quality of what we're fielding at the moment, I'm a little bit skeptical.
Yeah, Dante, what is your take? And I remember before the second half, you talked about João Pedro playing as a 10 and Mark Gay playing as a striker. Enzo Maresca, thank you very much for listening to me because we saw João Pedro playing a free role, having a freedom. So overall, Dante, what do you thought about the second half? Because you said it that you will play much better.
Yeah. Look, very good. Took our chances, and that's what mattered in the end. We took our chances. They didn't take their chances, so we got the win. So, you know, yeah, like I said, Maresca will change. He's looking from up there. I saw him at halftime. He already was speaking to when Stanley next to him, telling him the change is going to make some changes. So, and I'm like, yeah, he's definitely going to make changes. And like I told you, he saw Morata got the yellow card. He wasn't be. He can't a man mark João Pedro anymore. All right, it was a plan. Maresca had this plan all along, most likely. He was first half, keep it a bit tight. Second half, have a look what Forest are doing and go at them at that second half. And that's what he did. Brought on some more attacking players, really went at him from the start, high press, as much in the first half. So we started more with the high press and really flooded them, and they couldn't handle it. They were a bit surprised by it. So yeah, it worked perfectly, 100%. All the subs worked really well. I know Bobby said Giddens didn't do much, but still sort of involved in creating space, and he was working hard back as well. So not really, he didn't do too much on the ball. I know what you mean, but still had a bit of a role if you're watching the build up and stuff. So look, these days happen. Like I keep saying it. Yeah, we were score a couple of the goals, but they just didn't have that quality. And lose these games. Sometimes you're going to win these games. Sometimes you're going to draw these games. It's a long season. But look, we were clinical, which was refreshing to see. When we had those chances, we took them in the second half. So at least we were clinical, and the bit of the extra quality in attack, even though it wasn't our very good attack, best attack, it still showed. Neto, I think Neto probably man of the match, definitely. I think, yeah, especially in the start of that second half, it was really good. Maresca pushed him to the left a bit, and starting that second half, I'm not sure if you guys saw it, he came in from the left for the first few minutes, and that was very different. So that caught, like I said, he really changed it up and quickly then changed him back to the right very quickly after that. So he really changed it up a lot in that second half, attacking wise, structure wise, pressing wise, very different. So yeah, he just wanted to completely go at Forest. He saw that they're vulnerable. He saw that, okay, uh, the guy marking, he's got a yellow card. They missed a couple of chances. Their heads are down. Let's go at them. And he really did, do that. So that's exactly. I remember a few weeks ago, Tobago, a lot of people were saying, we were 1-0 up and people wanted to make these attacking changes. But that's not when you do that. Not when you're 1-0 up. You do that when you're 0-0 or you're or you're. So we saw last week and we saw this week, Maresca made those attacking changes. No problem. He makes those changes, and he's made that in the past. So that's why when people are criticizing him, when we were 1-0 up, he made some defensive changes, which, in my opinion, was needed, and it was the right call. A lot of people had a go at him, but he's not scared to attack. You just got to have 10 players on the field. That makes a big difference. And again, we got a red card. Unbelievable at the end. I can't believe Gusto. What was he thinking? Seriously, on a yellow card, and he goes for a tackle like that. Crazy. So he's going to miss a game now. Another player out. Great. Anyway, all in all, good 3 points. Big win away. Convincing in the end. Not probably what the scoreline's not what the game was, but we had the quality in the end, and we took out those chances, so we probably deserve those 3 points.
Yeah, and also we can say that we got lucky because Forest got their chances that The Williams one that he shot and then was over the bar, and also the other one,
Yeah,
Ego
that one. Yeah.
Jesus missed. I think he did the bar. So overall, they had their chances very well. And I knew when Adoy was introduced, we're going to have a lot of trouble that side because that guy, as much as Chelsea didn't do that well. He's a good player, but unfortunately, Forest players didn't reward him for assist. And also in terms of Mark Guehi, I think Enzo Maresca really need to trust him more because João Pedro as a number 9 right now, we can see he's struggling without Cole Palmer. So let him play as a number 10 for now until maybe Cole Palmer or Enzo Fernandez is back so that we can give him that free roam. So overall, I'm happy with those changes. They really made us win this game. And you can see when Moses can say in the midfielder, it's day and night. So I'm glad with these 3 points. Hopefully in the Champions League game, they're going to do the same thing and then win our game against Ajax. So anything guys you like to add before we wrap it up?
Well,
That's pretty much it, Tobago. Yeah, look. Sorry, Bobby. Go ahead. Go, Bobby. Go.
yeah, oh, no, I was, yeah. I mean, we have. I think Tuesday is the Champions League game against Ajax. I think people are thinking Ajax are going to be a soft touch. I can assure you they will not be. If we can remember when we last played them and the 4-4 draw at Stamford Bridge, they're an outfit. They really are. They're always sort of well organized, well prepared, and offensively dangerous. So we won't have João Pedro, no Palmer. These are significant misses, but we've got other players that we can utilize, and I really hope, because these players were with us during the international break, I really hope that Maresca has drilled them well and got them used to playing into whatever system it is he wants to use, because they've got to be on it on Tuesday. Really, uh, Ajax won't come here to play. We're at home, so we've got to go and do the business, and I hope that they can.
Yeah, 100%. Dante, anything like to add?
Yeah, yeah. Will be interesting game, but we're at home. Ajax is not what they were before. That they're a different team now, very different team. So not that worried about that game. This was more important. So yeah, the big 3 points away because, like, yeah, there was a lot on the game for Ange and for Nottingham Forest. As in, he needed to get a win here, and they did. They'd play actually pretty well on Nottingham Forest, but in the end, like I said, our quality and our finishing came through. So for big 3 points away. So that's yeah, looking forward to Tuesday, but not too worried about that one. They're quite a young team, Ajax, similar to us, but yeah, being away, they're not the best being away from home with this young team at the moment, Ajax. So hopefully we can arrest a couple of players there as well. We still need to get a result, but hopefully, as in with João Pedro not being there, yeah, definitely there'll be Mark Gee probably will get his chance to play. So probably to start, you probably might see Bonanate in behind or something like that, another player in behind. So we'll wait and see what happens. But all that matters today is the big win. Yeah, very happy. So good weekend ahead, at least. Happy weekend.
What do you feel of Mark Guy's performance? I can understand why
Uh,
Maresca is putting in it, is feeding him in gradually, because yes, he's a
Oh,
good
of course.
hustler. There's a lot of huffing and puffing, but he needs time to sharpen his skills. And our
Yeah, I
fan
mean,
base
I
that are
think he
constantly
appreciates the hard
play
work, Bobby,
Gui.
like you say. He appreciates that, but then when it comes to when he has to finish or do something, he's out of breath to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, so he has to control his game, learn learn that. But at the moment, this is it is what it is. It works very hard, which is good. But you got to balance that really well, because even today when he had that really pretty clear chance for a striker, really, he was huffing and puffing. He was out of breath and he couldn't finish it. He basically leaned back and fell over the ball. So yeah, it's very important. Yeah, 100%. Mariska did say that's why he didn't start in the first 2-3 weeks since he came back. He just wasn't
Absolutely.
training as well, and he wasn't doing as well in training. Very simple. That's why he didn't play. So that tells you that there's still obviously a little bit. He's got a long way to go. But look, he does the hard work, which is good. But you need balance. You can't run 100 miles an hour always, and when he comes for you to actually shield the ball or shoot, you have no more power, no energy to do it. So yeah, he'll learn, and that's why Maresca probably doesn't play him as much from the start, because you can imagine him starting and running like that and doing that after 20 minutes,
Yeah.
he's finished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wish the rest of the fan base would see that. You
No,
know.
people don't see that. They don't see that. They don't. They think that it's FIFA. They don't think they're human beings. They
Mm,
forget that you have to have fitness and you have to be able to run, and you have to be able to go up and you got to balance that very well. And only when you're a little bit older you balance that. Andre Santos is a great example of that. He cannot do that Enzo role because he hasn't got that engine in him yet. He hasn't got those lungs to keep going and left, right, up, down, right. He can't do that all game. He just can't do that. And that's why he struggles like that. He's not quite ready for that role. Can he sit deep and do it?
yeah.
Yes. You don't run as much when you sit deep.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. I'm an exponent of allowing these guys the time, and unfortunately, because of injuries, they've had to be thrust a little bit ahead of time.
Yeah, 100%. Look, Maresca's getting the hardest job in the world. It's getting harder week by week by week, but we're still getting results. So you gotta credit him and the everyone else around, the assistants and everyone. That's you saw those changes at halftime. That was all Maresca that second half. Those
Yeah.
changes, the approach, the tactics. He outcoached Postecoglou in that second half. The first 20 minutes, basically after that 20 minutes, 2-0 up, the game was over.
Yeah. No, he's a good coach. I have no doubt about it. He dropped a few clangers, but
Oh, he's human, yeah,
all
yeah.
in all,
And that's what people keep forgetting. Human, this is real life. There's so many variables and things going around. It's not just that straightforward like people always seem to think that it is. That it's so easy.
yeah. They've sacked Postacogli.
Yeah,
Crikey. Straight away. That's crazy.
yeah. Also,
You're gonna
another
get enough
thing with Enzo Maresca. If we had all our players fit
players.
and not
They can't
injured,
play
I
his
think
style.
it could be he could have been top of the log right now. So injuries are part of football. Hopefully, we can recover some players after the next international break. Then we cook on from that because Lem Dilep could have been that number 9 for us. Now it's not available. It's a shame. So we need to trust Maguire a lot. But again, Enzo Maresca need to integrate him very well. Even Astava William, you can see our fans are moaning about him, but he really needs to integrate him very well. He just can't play the kids for the sake of it. So that's my take.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta
Yeah.
earn your
So
right, and that comes through a lot of different ways. You know, some of these
Agree.
kids are 18, 19, Geese 8, 19, 18,
He's
Esteval.
changed.
You can't just play them every game. Like I see everyone saying, Esteval's got to be the star boy. You got to play every single game now. Mark Gui should be
No.
starting every game now. But no,
mm,
it's not how it works. It's just not how it works.
doesn't work like
Trust the
it.
coach,
Yeah, that's
the
why like that.
manager, the assistants. They see training. They see how it works and what works.
Yeah. I think
Anyway,
Postacoglu. Just a quick one on Postacoglu. I think he I kind of feel sorry for him. I think he's turned up in the wrong league for him. The Premier League is too pragmatic for the way he wants to play. I think he should try and find a club, either in the Dutch league or French league or somewhere like that. Maybe even the German league, he may do well. Somewhere that will allow for attacking
German league would
football.
be perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere that would allow for his brand of
Look,
attacking football because what's happened to
I
him
don't feel
here.
sorry for him, Bobby. I don't feel sorry for him. He's getting millions of dollars. To get more
Oh
now at
yeah,
payout, and it's his fault for taking this job. He should have never taken this job. Very simply, he saw the team they have. They're not a team that can play that way. They're not built for
yeah,
that. They don't have
yeah.
those type of players to do that type of football. So it's his fault. I don't feel sorry for him at all, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I reckon Sean Dyche will probably be more suited to them and those players.
Yeah, 1
But
0 1 1s. Yeah, like they did last season, correct.
that
Tough
sort of
football,
thing. Yeah,
physicality, set
yep,
pieces. It grinds results out, correct. Yes.
yeah. Old school English football.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and
You like that style.
No, I don't particularly, but I'm just the guy that I like to play, but I understand our league. I've watched it for decades, and I know that you will be faced with the physical side of the game, and if you don't match it, you won't be able to play. That's part of the problem with Postecoglou. You
Come
know,
on, Bobby. You
attack,
would
attack,
have
attack.
10 Rodris out there.
I, not quite, not quite. At least one in the middle, but yeah, I mean, he. The funny thing about Postecoglou is that even though he has physical players, um, I don't know. He doesn't really know how to use them. He doesn't know how to play that way.
No. His physical players need to. There's one that sits, but the rest have to run like crazy all game, up and down,
Yeah,
and he hasn't got that
yeah.
in that team.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, no,
So
yeah,
what does
I've
that
watched.
mean? Gusto
Yeah,
means
let
misses
Tebega
how
go because
many
I think he
games?
needs to go. Tebega, do you need to go?
Sure. But just quickly, how many games does Gusto miss, please? Because he's now
one game,
given a. Oh,
One
okay.
will be one game. Yeah.
one game. Yeah, it's two yellow cards, so it's a one game.
Okay. That will be against who then? Who we playing next?
The
Mm,
Wolves,
not Wolves.
not
I
Wolves.
think
Sorry.
it's Sunderland. Let me
Yeah, yeah.
just
Um,
check.
they're quite a tricky team.
Yes, Sunderland. Wolves is after that. Yes.
Yeah, we are going to play against Sunderland. It is Sunderland. Anyway, for me
I bet.
personally, as as much as I don't like yellow cards, and maybe that game we're going to use a midfield in the midfielder because Malo
Yeah, exactly.
Gusto always is in the good positions, but he shooting man is so awful. That's my only issue with him.
He
If
doesn't
you,
shoot at
you
all, Tobago.
exactly, it's always in a good opportunities. But doesn't do very well or be more effective. So that's my issue with him, and I'm frustrated because of that. So now we're going to see a midfielder in a midfielder role against
Yeah, it will be another attack, another
Sunderland.
midfielder. You know, we're going to attack that game. We're going to have probably 70% possession in that game. So yeah, he's not needed in that
Yeah,
game
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you, Bobby and Dante for joining me. And Coachella, Ty, the chat, Ivy. Appreciate it. Up the chance. See you Tuesday. Peace.
anyway. Take care, guys. See you Tuesday.
Okay.